So once again, guys, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Jalil. We got another reaction video, and we're gonna be checking out another death battle. Now, this is another anime-orientated video. Actually, a character from Dragon Ball Z is going against a character from Naruto, and these actually two of my favorite fictional series of all time. I actually like Master Roshi and Jiraya, but I'm just gonna try to call it now. I feel like Master Roshi is gonna win. I feel like even the weakest in terms of strength, even in Dragon Ball, a lot of them just totally outclass most of the most top tier Naruto characters based upon feats alone. But I could be wrong. It is death battle. They can be kind of inconsistent, or sometimes they don't really do a lot with their research, or you never know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's some type of I don't know, something I overlooked. I personally feel like Master Roshi is going to take this. Let's go see.
You know what would be a pretty memorable holiday present? The gift of genetic discovery. 23andMe DNA kits are on sale from now until December 25th. It's a testing service that can provide insight into your ancestry, health,
you know what? I kind of want to invest in that. I'm kind of curious about my ancestry.
Mail it in, set up an online account.
What I do know is that I'm part Irish, Native American, I'm Creole,
and found out I have a bunch of relatives over in the UK.
Supposedly have Puerto Rican
until December 25th.
On my granddad's side. I don't know how true that is.
Kit by ordering
but anybody that knows me personally, they know that I'm actually brown compared to most of my family. They all look light skinned and racially ambiguous.
23andme.com/deathbattle.
People ask me if I'm mixed all the time. Say the truth, I don't even know. I know my great grandmother was white, so.
The finest warriors are never developed on their own. While some are simply molded by their enemies, the best usually seek the wisdom
Luke
of
Skywalker,
a master.
Who, for some reason, is a weird old pervert, like Roshi, turtle hermit and teacher to Dragon Ball's greatest hero.
And Jiraya, the Toad Sage and instructor to the most famous ninja of all.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Goku is, without a doubt, one of the greatest martial arts champions of all time.
Well, yeah.
1 minute this nigga's fighting Beerus in outer space,
become a Super Saiyan,
and he's fighting Krillin, and Krillin's able to put his hands
on. But he
on.
never would have achieved any of it without the guidance of Master Roshi.
A martial
yeah, that is true.
So
Goku never
powerful,
been Master Roshi. He'd probably be a
in the
completely
world that
different
can
person.
stop him. Well, two things really, if you get what I mean.
I know your game, old man, and I don't want to play.
Anyway, when he was a hip youngin', Roshi studied under the legendary Master
Mutaito.
And a kitty cat.
Blasphemous.
These masters of ass-whooping taught Roshi how to weaponize his own life energy, or ki.
Master Roshi's only 97 pounds.
Ki is a vital energy all living beings possess. The stronger and more focused you are, the greater your ki becomes.
Roshi can use his ki to increase his power, pushing past his physical limits with a bunch
One
of
thing
awesome
that I
techniques.
hope that they don't do,
fire
that a lot of people make the mistake is, when they're doing crossovers with Naruto and Dragon Ball, they compare ki to chakra. When ki and chakra in theory are similar, but they're not the same thing at all. Like, for example, the reason beings in Naruto have chakra, I mean, to put it bluntly, it comes from aliens. Aliens literally came to Earth in Naruto's world, Kaguya race, and they planted some type of tree and made some type of fruit that gave people chakra. The original shinobi ate it, and the Sage of Six Paths and his children taught the humans in Naruto how to utilize chakra. And Dragon Ball, every living thing has ki.
Roshi's martial art focuses on
theoretically, according to the logic in Naruto, only beings from Earth should have chakra. Chakra and ki are not the same thing. They probably work similar, but it's not the same.
Despite most of his students learning it at some point,
like in Dragon Ball, whether you know how to utilize it or not, you have ki.
Apparently,
same thing with chakra in Naruto, but you get the idea I'm trying to convey. It's not the same.
How long has he been doing this?
Well, it's a little vague, but thanks to either a pet phoenix he accidentally killed, or the mysterious
he did say
herb,
he drank from the fountain.
He's just shy of 360 years old.
Damn! I'm just impressed he can still get it up for the girls after all that time.
Boomstick, that's... Well, I mean, yes, I guess medically speaking it is quite impressive.
Where can I get me some of this paradise grass?
Paradise
I want to
grass,
be chasing
yeah, okay.
tail for centuries.
Good luck with that. But with all of those years spent honing his talents, Roshi dedicated 50 of them to developing one revolutionary
Took this man 50 years to master the Kamehameha. Goku sees it the first time and instantly does it.
Anyway.
Gotcha.
I guess because Saiyans are a race that naturally know how to utilize ki
to be
compared
honest,
to human beings.
devastating is an
I don't know.
understatement.
Well, yeah, he blew up a whole
Could just been,
mountain
you know,
with it.
This
comedy
peak was
relief,
inspired by the
too.
real-life flaming mountains in China, standing up to 2,600 feet tall. With this in mind, we can find that to pulverize such a mountain, Roshi's Kamehameha must equal nearly 4
Man,
gigatons
Master
of
Roshi is
TNT.
fucking moon
But
level.
that's
He's
small
not
stuff
mountain
compared to
level.
the time he
Yeah, he
obliterated
the
entire
whole
moon in
fucking
about
moon.
5 seconds. That's gotta be worth,
Casually.
what, like 10?
You gotta think about it. A
20
lot of people say that this
mountains
feat is
with
an
every
outlier,
mountain
but think about it.
Well, more like
Master Roshi had been
35
fighting
billion.
with Goku
To
for
obliterate the
like
moon in
a
its
good little
entirety,
minute.
The Kamehameha must
So
have
you know he
struck
had to be
with a
somewhat
force akin to
fatigued.
3
Whether he was or not, he
octillion
still
tons
had
of
used some of his
That's,
energy. Who the fuck
27
just,
zeros,
oh wait, let
by
me
the
stop
way.
in the middle of the
Holy
fight
shit, Roshi's
and
also
just destroy
super
the
fast.
entire
He can
moon.
fight an entire
A lot
battle
of people
in a
don't
blink of
realize
an eye.
just how much
Which
of a
might seem
big
crazy,
deal that
but
is.
Roshi is
That's
also
what I
able to
mean
snatch
when I
bullets out of
say
the air
that
are fired at him
Dragon
from
Ball
point
feats and
blank
Naruto,
range.
they're just
That
not
guy
on the
looks
same
like a
level.
British
Like even the
stand, which can
weakest
fire up to
characters in the
600
Dragon
rounds
Ball
per
universe
minute at a muzzle
can destroy the
velocity of
moon.
nearly 1,200
It took
feet per
Naruto
second.
at the
That
end of the
means Roshi would have
series
to react
to
the
just be able to
first
split the
bullet
moon in
within
half.
5
Meanwhile, there are characters
Additionally,
in Dragon Ball Z that
bullet
can
would reach
destroy the
just shy of
fucking
17
universe.
milliseconds apart. The maximum distance between enemy
Not
and
hating
shot
on
looks to be about 3
Naruto
feet,
by any
which means
means.
you
I'm
would have
just
to be
saying,
moving
so
at
many people try to
180
compare the
feet
two
per second in
when
order
they're
to
not
catch
really
them all.
comparable in
Oh,
terms
my
of
hands
feats.
can move that fast. I'd finally stop getting married.
Naruto does have better writing though, I give him that. And again, this is
speed
coming from a
far
fan
from
of both
his limit,
series, so
but
like I said,
Roshi's
I'm not
true
hating.
talent is ensuring his students grow further and further than himself every day. Sadly, Roshi's frailty of age means his body can't always express just how powerful he really is.
And using too much key energy can cause all sorts of problems. Like when his master Pistachio died, using the evil containment
Well, yeah, that's
wave.
because the evil
But while
containment
Roshi's
wave
pupils may
like
surpass him, he
utilizes
remains
literally
one of
all
the
their life
smartest
energy.
fighters on Earth.
It's not
He's
because
tough
of
enough to take
overtaxing
down
keys,
dozens
but
of Frieza's
I
soldiers
guess.
and survived a beatdown from an alternate universe wannabe Frieza.
Because if that's the case,
He
there's
even
been
took a
times when
barrage of death
Goku
rays
and like
a
Vegeta
champ.
have been fighting
The same
enemies
move that killed
that been to the
Vegeta
death,
many,
and they didn't
many
die
years
from
ago.
overusing
And
their
in the
ki.
Dragon
They
Ball
just
Super
don't be tired.
manga, Roshi is shown to be
I mean,
so
it was a
collected
one
in battle,
filler
his
in Dragon
movements
Ball
sort of
Super
emulate
where
those of
Goku
Ultra
got
Instinct.
some type
Yeah,
of
that's not technically
flu
canon, but
or
it does
sickness
go to show
from
how far
using
Roshi's
Kaioken and
training
Super
can
Saiyan
take
Blue
him.
at the same time.
And it's safe
That's
to say
different.
that
That's
this
because
old,
they're like
perverted, but genius of a
overwhelming
man
their body
will never
with using
stop
too much
training.
like ki at one time. It's too much physical strain. It's not because they've used all their ki up. Here we go.
Among the
Jiraya.
ninja of the Hidden Leaf Village, few are quite as impressive as Naruto Uzumaki.
Yeah, I know that's crazy, cause, you know, but
See?
not just
Split
anyone
the
can
fucking
fight
moon in
aliens
half.
on the moon and become president of Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley
Naruto would
Ranch.
become the Hidden Leaf's greatest champion and 7th Hokage. But this would never have been possible without his training under the dynamic Toad Sage and
Alright,
legendary Sani,
This
Jiraiya
one thing
the
that
Gallant.
they're gonna talk about,
Gallant,
Jiraiya is
huh?
actually
Hey, Will, why do the
Naruto's
most
godfather,
badass
but
old
the
dudes
thing
always
is, if
turn
you guys
out to
know
be
anything
weird
about
birds?
Naruto as Life
don't
One,
let his
Jiraiya was nowhere
demeanor
till like
fool you.
he turned
Oh, don't
11.
worry about me, Wiz. This ain't my first
What the fuck
trip to
type of
secretly
godfather
Ninja
was he?
Town.
I
Nothing
mean, I
surprises
get
me
it.
anymore.
He was spying on Akatsuki and all that type of shit, but he's literally just traveling the world, just partying
Anyway,
and fucking stripping
Jiraiya
and
originally
writing
learned the
porn.
Shinobi
Like
way
instead of
from
being
the
in
third
Naruto's
Hokage,
life,
who taught him
he
how
was
to use
getting
his
bullied
chakra
at
to do
school
ninja
and he
magic.
lived alone and all
Similar
that.
to ki,
A lot of his
chakra is a
hardship
form
and
of
his
life
like his
energy.
early
In
childhood
Hindu
could have
and
been
Buddhist
alleviated
theologies,
if
chakras
Jiraiya
are, in
had took
simplest
guardianship
terms,
him.
gates within the human body, which can
I don't know if
be
that's
raised
a
to
plot
achieve
hole or
enlightenment.
that says something
However,
about
in the world of
Jiraiya's character.
Naruto, chakra
I'm not
is
saying he
used to
didn't care
perform
about
amazing
Naruto
ninja
at
techniques
all.
called
I'm just
jutsu.
saying, like,
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
the fuck
like
type
most
of
ninja,
godparent
Jiraiya
are
learned
you?
about 4 types of jutsus. Taijutsu, or hand-to-hand combat, ninjutsu, harnessing chakra as elemental weapons and tools, genjutsu, which covers illusion and mental manipulation,
You forgot
and
kenjutsu,
senjutsu,
it's the same
a
thing,
method
but
of utilizing
with
naturally
melee
occurring
weapons.
energy as an extension of one's self.
Jiraiya mastered as many styles as he could, and even learned one of the greatest ninjutsu attacks
I
out
remember
there,
that scene.
the
Dude was
Rasengan.
like, Hey man, my homeboy Shonin from the Hidden Stone Village. That's back when like being Jonin and the Shonin was like
that
a
thing can
fucking
wipe
big
out a
deal
whole
in
village
Naruto.
all at once. And on the weird side, he can sharpen his twisted sister mane into a
Twisted
shield like a
sister mane,
porcupine
oh, God.
and fire the hairs out like a needle gun.
Possessing a keen and mischievous mind, Jiraiya spent plenty of time developing brand new techniques, such as the invisibility jutsu,
Oh,
which
he
you'd
invented
think
it?
would be perfect for stealth or assassination missions, but he actually developed it specifically for
Right.
Research? Where else is a self-respecting
Thing
writer
is
supposed
that
to
I
get
don't
his,
understand. Like Master
inspiration
Roshi,
from?
he's
clearly
a fucking
Jiraiya
old
sometimes
ass
took his
frail
tinkering a
man,
bit
but
too
like
far. On one such occasion,
Jiraiya is
he
one of the
accidentally
legendary
teleported himself
Sunny.
to a mystical land
He's
full
old,
of
but he's
giant
like he's not
talking toads.
that old. He doesn't like Master Roshi. I'm pretty sure he could pull
After
like a
befriending
lot
the
of more
toads,
women,
Jiraiya
you
trained
know,
under the sage
without
Fukasaki,
being a
where
fucking
he learned a
pervert
bunch
doing all
of
that
fire
type of
release
shit.
techniques, like the toe
Not that
oil bolt
Jiraiya
and
doesn't
flame
pull one.
bullet
I'm just
attack.
saying, like, you would
Now
think he
that's
doesn't
one
need to do that
impressive
shit.
loogie.
You would think
Jiraiya
women would
entered a
just
pack
throw
with
themselves at
the
him, knowing that who
learning
he
their
is
ways and
in
summoning
like
them to the
Naruto's
field of
world.
battle.
Then
As his
again,
own
maybe they
talents
do,
relied
and
on
he
trickery
still
over
chooses to
force,
be the way
such
he
as
is.
hiding in shadows and
Some people
manipulating
just get
his
off on shit
movements.
like that.
The
I don't know.
powerful toads were perfect allies. He can trap his foe inside a toad's
That
throat,
sounds wrong.
transform them into toads for interrogation, or even call
Toad
a
throat.
gigantic amphibian warrior to his side.
Like the biggest grump you've ever seen. Gamabunta!
I am the wise and powerful Lord Gamabunta, the chief toad, and you're an
All
idiot.
them piercings on his tongue, that shit like it hurt. My thing is,
Bunta, you
who the
cruddy
fuck
old
did his
toad.
piercings? He's
And
a
through
giant
Fukasaki's
ass toad,
teachings,
like
Jiraiya perfected the art
type of
senju.
piercing gun that they
Through their
have.
combined efforts, he entered a new mighty form called Sage Mode.
Well, it takes a long time to get into. Sage Mode Jiraiya can do all sorts of things he couldn't before.
Like the unpredictable martial art Frog Kata, and a deadly genjutsu, the demonic illusion Toad Confrontation Chant.
Which sounds weird, so why don't we just
What the
call it
fuck
your
is normal about
jutsu?
anything
'Cause
they
if
said
you get
before?
caught,
All this
your
shit is
soul
weird.
is trapped by these big guys who desperately want a high five, leaving your physical body totally open to a swift kill.
Sage Mode also enhances Jiraiya's other abilities, turning his normal Rasengan into the unstoppable Big Ball Rasengan, which, according to the official data books, is strong enough to carve away a mountain.
Wiz, he's way more
Still
than
ain't
just a
moon
mountain
level, nigga.
smasher. Jiraiya is quick enough to fight
Not
some
that I
of the
want
fastest
Jiraiya to
ninja
lose,
around,
I'm just
like
saying, it's not
Kakashi
that
and
big of a
Itachi,
deal
some
to
of which are
Master
fast
Roshi.
enough to intercept lightning.
The leader of a lightning bolt moves around 220,000 miles per hour, putting ninja like Jiraiya around speeds of Mach 280.
Now I get why ninja are so awesome. Who needs guns when you're
Well,
more than
if
100
that's the
times
case,
faster than bullets?
How fast is the
Jiraiya isn't
Raikage?
exactly the strongest or
Because the
fastest ninja around.
Raikage, like,
He's certainly
like
one of the most clever.
Shinobi on his
Over
tier,
time, he rose
I
to
stated
become a
to
legendary
be
ninja
around
and hero of
lightning
his
level.
people, hailed by the
Him,
honorable title of
Minato,
Son.
and I guess
And he's a
KCM to
gutsy one.
Naruto.
Like when he used
So
his tricks to take
that
out
means
3
they're
of the
technically
6
faster
members
than
of the
lightning.
emo rock band.
Then again,
Hey,
if you apply
before they
real
tore his
life
arm off, crushed his
math
throat in, and impaled him
physics
5
to
times.
this shit,
But even while
a lot of
suffering
this is ridiculous
excruciating
anyway.
agony, Jiraiya proved strong enough to power through and send a vital message to his most promising pupil, paving the way for the next generation of heroes before being swept off his feet one last time.
You know, I guess he was a pretty gallant guy after all.
As you can see, you fail. Jiraiya the Toad Sage falls victim to no woman's charm.
Except
Your
all the
beauties
time.
fall for me. When you reach the stature I have, the ladies worship at your awesomeness.
All right, the combatants
Here we
are
go.
set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, if you're as hungry as I am for this fight, you may be interested in Blue Apron.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
But did you know about all the different kinds of delicious
I will
foods
skip
you can
this,
make?
but it's gonna
Like
fuck
the
up
honey
my
chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice.
There's plenty to choose from, since they offer 12 new recipes each week. All you have to do is choose the 2, 3, or 4 that sound best to you, and they deliver it right to your
hungry
door.
right now.
Plus,
I just,
it's
as
super
soon as I got
simple
the
to cook.
notification
It's
from
got
Store
easy to
Attack,
follow
'cause I'm
instructions
trying to be
and
like one of
perfectly
the first
proportioned
people to jump on
ingredients.
this,
They're
obviously, so I can
non-GMO,
get the
and
most
the meat
views
has no
and
added
feedback
hormones. My
on my
favorite
video.
part
I
is feeling
just
like a master
instantly
chef, making
started
creative and
recording my
delicious
reaction
meals
to
with
it.
my own hands. You guys
Instead of
really
eating
need to
breakfast
try
like
it
I
out.
should be
It's
doing
pretty
right
nice
now.
coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
So check out this
Damn
week's
earrings.
menu and get your
Not
first
earrings,
3 meals
earbuds.
free at
Headphones, whatever you wanna call
blueapron.com/battle.
it. Ain't great, they
That's
just don't stay on my ear.
blueapron.com/battle to get your first 3 meals free. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's see how they do this.
Ooh, the
store's really close by. I don't know why.
Who's this geezer?
Hey, Fuzz for brains. Where are the pictures? It's just words in here.
Pictures? You fool! Words paint 1,000 beautiful
Oh, he
pictures
bought his
all
book
by
thinking
themselves.
it was like a erotic novel. These niggas really fighting over porno.
Jeez, don't take it personally. Not like you wrote the damn thing.
Well, actually, he did.
But I did!
I mean, just for the sake of commentary, this shit wouldn't go down like this. I mean, I can see, like, you know, the whole pervert thing, like Master Roshi complaining about the book and all that. But really, like, fighting, they not that immature. I couldn't see their characters even getting into it or something like this. If anything, they would hang
You're
out.
stuck now, Baldy. Whew.
Poor frog. I mean, toad. Hey, wait a minute. What is the difference between a frog and a toad anyway? I actually don't know. Pretty sure they're like a different species to the same shit or something. That is one thing I give Naruto characters. They can utilize that key to walk on water like I was just saying. But then again, it's like, why do they need to, you know, Dragon Ball, considering they can fly? Master Roshi's like a rare exception. He never learned how to fly. Like they said. But who needs to be able to fly when you can blow up the goddamn moon?
Summoning jutsu.
Jiraya, you buffoon! What's this about?
Hey there! Can you buy me some time?
What? I'm not yours.
So he can put in sage
I'm
mode.
the chief Get off my lawn! Water style, liquid bullet!
Oh, he's gonna seal him inside the evil. No, the rice jar using the evil containment wave. Why the fuck would he just do that? He could just kill his big toad ass. And then, like, this kind of inaccurate because if you use the evil containment wave, you die usually. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take that back because in Dragon Ball Super, he trained where he could just casually do it without killing himself. So, alright, fair enough, but I still don't feel like he would just up and just use the evil containment wave against him without even seeing if he can beat him first. Totally trivializing the whole move. Back in Dragon Ball, like in the beginning of the series when they fought King Piccolo, it was like a big ass deal. Like if you use the attack, you might risk death. Then again, Dragon Ball Z pretty much trivializes everything. Even being a Super Saiyan God ain't even a fucking big deal. So go figure.
You old fool.
Genjutsu wouldn't work on a Dragon Ball Z character. They don't have chakra. Genjutsu basically is a technique that manipulates. Huh? What the fuck? Okay, I guess he did win, like I said.
Talk about
I still feel like Jiraya would
win.
put up a little
Jiraya
bit
was
more of a
certainly one
fight
of the
though.
most
He didn't even get his
powerful
sage
warriors of his
mode.
own world, but there's no question that Roshi's sheer might outclassed him.
One guy can break a mountain, the other can break a moon. So that was pretty obvious.
The speed comparison wasn't quite so clear-cut, though. While his unseen battle with Krillin was incredibly quick, Roshi's never personally shown speeds as fast as the lightning feats Jiraiya scaled to.
But he did hold his own in the tournament
Okay.
of power against Planet and Galaxy Busters.
You know what? I'm gonna just
So
leave
they
that
know
for all
who's
the
training
power
right after
scalers
chorus.
out there
He
that's gonna
actually
react
had
to
to
Death
dodge
Battle. I'm
lightning.
gonna leave that
Roshi's
up
own
for
training
Chuck the
didn't stop
Cybercut,
after
Seth the
chasing
Programmer.
kitty around. And neither
I'm pretty
did
sure they
his
gonna have
Jason.
something to say
So
about what he
Goku's
just
progress,
said.
It makes sense that he'd be
At
able
least
to
Master
match
Roshi
Jiraiya's
won,
speed
though.
and probably even surpass it.
Because Master
Still, it would
Roshi
be
lost
reasonable to believe Jiraiya
outrage.
could use
You
his
know, like the
technical
Dragon Ball
talent to
fan base
outsmart
side
that
would
last
be
Roshi.
immaculate.
Except Roshi's a smart fighter too. Not only does he have way more experience thanks to his super age, but he's got an eye for traps in sticky situations, like when he figured out the illusion powers of the talisman fighter Derkori.
And remember, it took only 15
I agree
seconds
with
for
the
Roshi's
results.
Kamehameha to reach the moon.
I just
Given the
don't
moon's
like
distance of over
the way it was
200,000
put
miles
together.
from the surface
That's
of the Earth.
all I'm gonna say.
This means the beam must have traveled over 57 million miles per hour, more than 260 times faster than lightning. There was no way Jiraya
Wait, but
could
you
avoid
just said
Roshi's
he's
trademark
never
move
shown
for very
feats
long.
that put him above
Jiraya
lightning. Or
might
maybe
be
I
a
wasn't
crafty
listening
ninja,
correctly.
but
That's what
all
I
that
was just
doesn't
like
boil
going
down
off
to
of.
much
I
more
feel
than
like
tricks against
that could
someone
be
like
debunked.
Roshi.
Roshi was simply
Then,
faster, stronger, and
later
had
you
way
say
more
that
experience.
And that's why Jiraya croaked when Roshi beat
fighting.
him to the punch.
Wait, we're doing a
The winner
Kamehameha
is
even
Master
counts
Roshi.
like fighting speed? Fuck it, I don't care. Whatever.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to see some exclusive commentary, make sure to click the box right over there.
And if you want the battle music from this episode,
So again, I agree with the results. I still feel like Master Roshi will win. But at the same time, I feel like they downplayed Jiraiya a little bit. Like, for example, the part where he used, Chief Toad as a diversion, fighting Master Roshi and all that. He used the evil containment wave against him. Man, like, Jiraiya didn't even get in Sage Mode. I feel like he would at least be able to power up to Sage Mode. Now, like, what his exact feats and capabilities in Sage Mode are, don't really know, because you got to think, the first time we seen Jiraiya in Sage Mode is when he fought Pain, and he got killed by Pain because, he didn't have any prep time, he didn't have any knowledge of the running gun, so who really knows? Like, if he survived that fight, he was fighting against somebody that was on equal playing field with him, where he could show off his abilities in Sage Mode a little bit more. Or you never know, like, if the series was wrote different when Naruto went back to Mount Miyaboku, he trained in Sage Mode. What if Jiraiya had to win with him and also was a mentor to him during the Sage Mode training? He learned how to actually perfect his Sage Mode. Don't really know exactly what his stats would be in Sage Mode. But yeah, I feel like he was just downplayed just a little bit. But yeah, I still feel like Master Roshi would outclass him if it really came down to it. But yeah, I like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. I'm extremely big fans of both. In terms of power, like, Naruto's not gonna really compete with Dragon Ball like that unless you have like the weakest characters. Like, even Yamcha could destroy the fucking like planet. I know people make memes and jokes about it. But depending on who you compare the Dragon Ball universe to, they're pretty fucking OP. But on the flip side, Naruto definitely has better writing, characterization, and that's not the word I was looking for. I meant character development. They're definitely better in terms of storytelling. Like, for example, if you saw when they were showing Master Roshi's his bio on there, the character they showed that shot him with the blonde hair launch, like, the writer totally just fucking forgot she existed. And she wasn't just like a background character. She was actually a main character in the original Dragon Ball series. Like, I know you guys hear me say Dragon Ball, you hear me say Dragon Ball Z. For you guys that are not really in that anime like that, or Dragon Ball Z, there's like 4 main parts of the series. You have Dragon Ball, you have Dragon Ball Z, you have Dragon Ball GT, which actually got retconned, so it's non-canon, doesn't have anything to do with the original timeline. And then currently Dragon Ball Super is going on. But yeah, Launch was like a major character, and Akira Toriyama just said, fuck it, he just literally forgot to implement her into the story, so you stop seeing her as much. Like, they do weird shit like that all the time. Like, for example, the Saiyan race, like Goku and Vegeta, they're supposed to have tails, but then when you see their children, Goten and Trunks, they didn't have tails, but Goku's son, Gohan, had a tail. So, is it because half Saiyans having tails is a recessive trait? Or is it because Akira Toriyama just forgot to give them tails? So, depends on what you're looking for in the series. You can't really compare them in terms of feats or anything like that. They're different shows. They focus on different things. But, yeah. That's been my video. Hope you guys like that. Drop your ideas about what you think. Anything in between. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out.